Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome, and it's really good to have you here. And if you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes. I appreciate all of them truly. Let's ring the bell. If you are new to my channel, I'd like to ring a bell. There's an aeroplane, it's like a biplane that's flying around, so if you can hear that, the disturbance outside, I do apologise. This is just to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device now. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Now, when I asked what was the nature of this reading, or what it is that we should be focusing on, I was told, I was shown a coffin and the word coffin. So there's an ending, a death. It's like an abrupt ending of some sort. And I was also shown Medusa's face. And the first thing that I thought of with Medusa is that she is, she's seen as a patron for those who have been SA'd, okay? And that's what I got straight away. So this is like the ending or an abrupt ending of some sort of trauma. What is up with the aeroplane outside? I apologise if it's annoying you as much as it's annoying me. It's really annoying. It's because I have sound sensitivities, so there are certain things that do annoy me, like this. So let's have a look and see what comes out. Please know that my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Anything comes up in the areas of law, finance, mental health, or physical health, if it really is confirmation and clarity for you in what is happening in your life, please ensure that you actually reach out to someone who's qualified in those areas, because I don't claim to be. So let's crack on. So you've got the 10 of Swords coming out. So this is the end of some sort of burden when it comes to healing, especially when it comes to healing the womb, or healing the seed, healing your sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is to do with creativity, it's to do with birthing new ideas, but it's also our place of sexuality. That's my opinion anyway. It's the Kundalini arises from the root chakra, but then it snakes up into here, into that sacral chakra, and I don't know why it's giving me just like a really spicy energy, and I don't know if there is someone here that is healing from past unhealed wounds when it comes to SCX trauma, when it comes to abuse, when it comes to peer pressure, dating too young, I heard. You have here the Queen of Cauldrons in reverse, and you also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Now the Queen of Cauldrons in reverse can be either someone who's very calculated and just not and very cold when it comes to their emotions, or it can be somebody who's very inept in being able to navigate their emotions. This could be a mother wound as well. I don't know if someone here was let down by their mum. There may be a mother wound that's being healed, because it is giving me spicy energy, but not for everyone. For some people this could be, you know, I'll put a trigger warning on here, childhood abuse of some sort. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by that sound again. For others, this can be also not being able to express yourself to your mother. You've also got the Queen of Spears coming out, and the Knight of Swords is coming out again in reverse. The Knight of Swords to me has always been like a very gung-ho kind of energy of rushing into the fray in some way, but in a verbal stance. You know, with it being an air energy, this could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It being in reverse, I don't know if there was blocked communications here, or repressed things that never got to be spoken of when it comes to the feminines in your family, whether it's your actual mother. I heard your mother's law, like your mother's law. What your mother said had to go. Queen of Spears is here as well. This person's very actionable. Somebody here was shutting down. They shut down something here, a journey for someone, be that you or someone in the collective. And this is coming to an end. And I don't mean that you will never have to ever heal anything ever again when it comes to family, or when it comes to your womb, or when it comes to your seed, or your sacral chakra, or family connections. But there's a large hurdle that someone's got through, a large hurdle, and it comes down to how you love yourself, or how you like the way that you look. Maybe this is something that you didn't really, and that's irrespective of gender, maybe you were never given those words of affection or those words of, you know, I heard words of comparison. I don't know if somebody was compared to a sibling, to a cousin, to their friends' kids, I don't know. But there does seem to be some sort of like competition to a certain degree. Now I wanted to get a bottle, I should have done this before. I just want to pop this here because it means that I can pop these cards up. The thing is though as well is that as much as the Ten of Swords, did something big happen? Was there like, it's almost like the final straw of something. The final straw. And I don't know if this was the final straw with your physical mother, with another feminine energy in your family, because it doesn't have to be. Remember, if I use pronouns, I'm picking up on energies and we hold both feminine and masculine energies, both divine. So when I'm saying feminine energies, it doesn't have to be a woman, it can be a man. Take it as it resonates, just do not force a fit if it doesn't fit. But that 10 of Spears, the way that this elf is running away with this dude's only form of, you know, defense, he has a shield, but the only way that he can kind of get out of any type of battle is using his spear as well, and that's been stolen from him. You also have, when I look at now at the Queen of Cauldrons in reverse, it's almost like being let down or not being protected from something. And I don't know if there was a specific event that happened either growing up or now that kind of peeled away some sort of illusion that someone may have had with a feminine energy in their family. But I feel like it's a maternal or paternal kind of energy. But seeing it from whatever perspective you have now is where your guides want you to be, as I heard, as long as it's not hateful. Because if somebody is acting hateful and then acting back that same way, you manifest more of that in. But I kind of get, I don't know if someone's found closure or kind of gone, huh, okay. And that elf as well running away, I don't know if that was you running away and actually taking away something that would have wounded you, be that words, actions, behaviour from this family member, this person that was supposed to be a caregiver. I'm getting that Knight of Swords being in reverse is really giving me the energy of just actions speak louder than words, don't they? You've got the Queen of Spears here, and then you have the Sword. Someone here, I don't know if you found independence or someone here found independence because they wanted to prove this person wrong. I can do these things by myself. I will be independent. I will be affectionate even if I didn't get the affection. I will be kind even if I didn't get the kindness. I will prove to you and everyone else who tells me that I can't, that I can. That's definitely giving me this with the Queen of Swords. I'm going to do this. I don't know if somebody started working out or taking care of their body, especially with the Queen of Spears coming out. The Queen of Spears and the King of Spears are very spicy energies, but they're also energies of, they are looking at physicality. I don't know if you work out. I mean, everybody in this card, look, this dude here, he's all muscly and stuff. I don't know if somebody started to work out, and rather than, it's almost like channeling energy or denser energy into something positive. So it looks like somebody here might have channeled their anger or some sort of resentment maybe for a family member, or even if it's just the trauma, they channeled it in, I heard, to boxing, swimming. It could have been, why am I getting shot put, or spear? It's like someone doing the javelin. Something physical, they did something physical to channel it. And I heard, well done, because it's working. It's something physical without a doubt. And you have the Tower, a massive change coming in. What's the Tower? The Two of Cauldrons in reverse. To the Three of Stones. To Judgment in reverse. Some sort of action that you took brought a Tower, and this isn't, the thing is as well, is towers aren't bad. Towers just mean massive change. It just means a big change has happened. Sometimes it's a change that we want, sometimes it's a change that we don't want. And it becomes really uncomfortable when we resist what it is that we don't want, because we have the illusion that we're in control of everything, right? When we're not. We're only in control of our own emotions, and our emotions are what manifest things in. And I know that sounds like a double a double entendre, but this tower, whatever this tower was, I don't know, this Two of Cups in reverse, this is like at some point matching energy with this person that you didn't get on with, or matching energy with somebody here who may have hurt you in the past. And I heard it's not the right way to go, but the Three of Pentacles being here is about collaboration. This was in reverse. Oh, this was in reverse. And you know what? The fact that it just flew out of my hand, it's like someone's just gone, you know what? No, cut that person out. I don't want this person near me. I don't want to be around this person. I don't want to talk to this person. I don't want to collaborate with this person because this person, the Two of Pentacles being in reverse, this person is very draining. I feel like this is going to be a short reading. I don't feel like I need to do a really, really long one on this. I just want to say well done to whoever it is that has gone, hey, do you know what? I don't need to have that person in my life. Or, hey, do you know what? I don't need to hold on to the bitterness of what that was. I can still honour myself. I can still recognise the trauma within myself. Especially with Medusa coming through. Medusa is a very healing energy, as much as the stigma comes forward that she is a monster. You know, she's supposed to be a demon or a monster, and she's not. She is the reason why she's the patron saint of, you know, the patron saint, or she's a patron or whatever, of those who have been abused and survived. Because the story of Medusa, and I think I've said it quite a few times on this channel, there are two stories, and the one that I like more, and the ones that I liked more, and then I will tell you what my friend told me what it actually was, is that Medusa was, she was essayed by Poseidon, I think it's Poseidon, who was the partner of Athena, I think it's Athena, and Medusa was actually a high priestess. She took care of Athena's, you know, temple, kept it clean, lit incense, burnt whatever, kept it looking wonderful. And after that happened, Athena more or less made her look the way that she did to stop that from happening again. The other one is that she did it out of revenge. What my friend said to me was, actually, no, that was a glamour spell. She didn't actually do that to her. That was a glamour spell to keep her safe. When you look, and that kind of gives me the energy of, you know, when people have been through certain things and you kind of just shut down and go, no, I'm going to pull away, because if I pull away now, then I won't get hurt. If I leave first, then they won't leave me. If I just kind of pull away from them, maybe they'll come after me. And not, it's this energy, especially with Medusa, of kind of pushing away and hiding just in case I get hurt again. And I don't know if somebody's been through this and this is what you're kind of getting over that crux of being able to come out the other side and go, that's what it was all about. I'm going to honour the pain that I went through, and this is the person that was part of it. Because I don't know why I keep getting mother or like maternal energy of some sort. And the thing is, if it's your mum or your grandmother or the person that raised you, we don't want to look at the faults that they may hold, because we don't want to, because they're our family. But if they've raised us and they have, and it's been left wanting more, and I'm not talking about someone being spoiled and going, well, I didn't get that second pony, you know, not being fed or being left being cold. And even if you got all of those things, you were housed, you had clothes, you had food, was there affection? And the thing is that I can say this professionally, as I work with children for over 21 years, that having the basics of having a shelter, having, you know, food and clothes and somewhere to sleep are the flipping basics. Anyone's parent that is throwing that back in your face when you at any point have tried to say, hey, I felt like I didn't get the emotional support I need, or the mental support that I needed, or whatever support it was that you need, and they went, well, I clothed you and you had food and you had blah blah blah, that's not right. That's not right. And for whoever it is that's going through this, I really do applaud you for being able to walk away from that and be like, okay, I'll love you from afar. You don't need to be in my life. You may have raised me, but you didn't raise me the way that I needed to be raised. And that's going to be for a specific, and I keep getting family and caregivers. This is to do with family and caregivers. Yeah, someone here took away the weapon. I don't know what this weapon is exactly, but someone took away the weapon from the person that was supposed to love you and didn't. Because I'm looking at the spear and the tower, actively doing something different and not dipping your toes into that repetitive, argumentative behaviour of trying to speak to a family member. I don't know who's done this, who's tried to reach out and speak to a family member, and they've just become very defensive and they don't want to take any accountability, and instead they want to argue, but you did this and you did that, and it's like, but we're not talking about that. And instead of jumping into that argument and being like, blah, blah, and losing why you were there in the first place, someone here is actionably, with that Queen of Spears and the Knight of Swords in reverse, gone, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to change my behaviour. Don't watch my words, watch my actions. And it got the Ten of Stones, excuse me, in reverse. I've got the Ten of Stones in reverse. I'm going to pop this down here. You got the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so whoever this family member is for you, especially caregiver or someone who's old or someone you may have looked up to, this person, they may have gone through their own pain. They may have gone through their own pain, but that's not an excuse to then harm other people. That's not an excuse to then harm your own children or not look after your children, or to kind of sometimes you have people that live through their children. That is just as detrimental as, not giving your child affection, but in different ways. This High Priestess in reverse, this is somebody who had a lot of responsibility and just fumbled the responsibility of putting you as a priority or putting someone here as a priority. The Ten of Stones in reverse, I'm getting more than anything to do with wealth and money. There's something going on here with wealth and money, or the family home not bringing in enough money. Because that card, upright, that's more money than he can actually handle. He can't pull that along, it's so heavy. When it's in reverse, it's the opposite. There's something so big that needs to be taken care of maybe, and there's not enough money in that pot. If I put that next to the Three of Pentacles and then to the Ten of Spears, I don't know if you were supporting a family member or you were supporting someone here that doesn't seem grateful for it, or just was, oh excuse me, just kicked the camera, or seemed very much like it was an obligation. And I'm using this as an example. It's like sending money to your grandparents because it's the done thing. Maybe you do that in your culture, or just because it's a sign of respect, right? And then 1 month you don't have enough to send your grandparents, because if you send it to your grandparents, you can't pay your rent, so you don't send it to them. And rather than just, them going, hey, is everything okay? Why haven't you sent us that money? That's disrespectful. They haven't even asked you if you've been able to pay your rent, if you're okay. It's become this, well, no, you need to pay up. Give it to me now. That's the energy I'm getting. And maybe not in those exact words, but there's something here about removing yourself completely from some sort of situation. And if you haven't already done this, because remember my readings are timeless, you're being encouraged because someone already has that thought form to do so. Remember my readings are for confirmation and clarity of what you already intuitively know. If I'm telling you anything new, if it's confusing, if you've never heard of this before, if you've never had this intuition hit or anything, then this is not your reading, and that's okay. But for those of you that have been toying with this idea, wanting to kind of move back from whoever that may be, this is your confirmation to do so. You've got the Hanged Man in reverse next to the Ace of Spears, the Ace of Wands, which is, it's ready for you to do this. For those of you who haven't, the actionable step of doing this is actually going to unblock something here. It's going to unblock something here. It's going to bring in opportunities. I feel like this ending, when it comes to healing, is so multifaceted, because it's not just about us healing our womb or healing our seed or healing our sacral chakra, which is also connected to your third eye. It's also to do with your connection to money, your connection to worthiness, your connection to creativity, because they all interlink. If you have been supporting someone financially that has just taken you a real advantage of you, and you're deciding, can I step back, will they be okay? You are not supposed to be taking care of everybody else. You've got to take care of yourself first. And I don't mean that you should be throwing them out of the window and that's it, but you should be a priority. You should be a priority before everybody else, because if you are not putting your own, face mask on when the plane is going down, how are you going to help the other person? That's why they tell you to put yours on first, right? I'm not saying that you're about to crash. It's more to do with the fact that if you're going to remove your energy, if you've already done this and you've moved your energy, you've moved away from this person, perfect, well done. If you've already done this, but you are still paying someone's rent, or paying for somebody's, I don't know, opticians or whatever it may be, and you're doing that on the regular, you haven't really removed your energy. And it doesn't mean that I'm telling you that, if you are in that position, that you need to do it all in one fell swoop. It could be having a conversation with them, whether or not you get the response that you're looking for. It's preparing them and going, do you know what, I was paying for your Netflix subscription and this and this and this, but I'm going to be stopping doing this in 3 months' time, or in a month's time, or however long, letting you know. Now you have got the 9 of Stones coming out, so that's the 9 of Pentacles. So this is codependency. There is definitely someone here who's codependent on either your energy, your time, your effort, your compassion, your money, whatever that may be. And you've got Justice in reverse. You're doing yourself an injustice by either thinking about moving away and not doing it, moving away from your energy, away from them, but still funding and paying for everything. There's a need to dip out completely for someone specifically, and I don't know why I'm getting that so strongly. But please use your discernment. Please use your discernment. The King of Cauldrons is upside down. The King of Cups is upside down now. So we now have a couple, 2 people. Now, they're usually either the same age, of the same, same stature. I don't know if this is a mum and a dad. Like I said, it could be your grandparents. It could be both caregivers. Because the High Priestess to the 2 of Cups is in between the two of these 2 cards, the Queen of Cauldrons and the King of Cauldrons. Both of these are supposed to be very nurturing, very protective, very providing energies. And when I think of the cup, like King and Queen, they're parents. They're not actual parents to their own children. They're the best aunties and uncles that you've ever known. They're really compassionate and kind, and they're the type of either auntie or uncle that will take the kid out, and go and buy them, take them to the fun fair and then the cinema and this and that and blah blah blah, and then leaves a load of money for them. Something like that, right? With this in reverse, this is just, especially with that High Priestess in reverse. You've got the Fool coming out. There's a new beginning that is waiting for someone here, and there's an actionable step that you're being asked to take. There's an actionable step you're being asked to take. Because the Fool is about new beginnings. It's jumping off of that cliff, leaping, and knowing that you're going to be caught, knowing that you're going to be okay. And when you've been entangled with a karmic family member, and unfortunately for many of us, we are born into karmic families. Not every single person in your family is going to be karmic, and karmic is just talking about life lessons, things that you learn from them that aren't really that comfortable, and it may cause trauma, or it may cause some sort of wounding until we kind of learn what that wounding is, how it's affecting our life, our relationships, be it job, platonic, friendship, whatever, romantic, and how we heal that, so that we can move away, we can peel away from that. And if we have cycles of, karmic people that come into our life, the same as we are karmic to other people in cycles where they are learning from us, if that is so, and then we are born into karmic families, that means that at some point, certain family members that are seen as being karmic, that when that cycle ends, that means you move into a new one. You can't take them with you. And I know for some people that's hard to hear. You spend most of your life with them, or you spend all of your life knowing them, and then going, but I don't resonate with that person anymore. Or that person isn't willing doesn't want to, doesn't understand how to, or wants to be carried, especially with that Nine of Pentacles coming out. They don't want to do it themselves, they want you to do it for them. Then you have to make that decision. There's an actionable step you're definitely being told to do. Now the Fool card here, she's not jumping off of a cliff to leap. She's sat down with Fae around her and she's reading. There may be a source of inspiration for someone here in the next book that you read, in the next story that you hear. And for some reason I heard Mr. Ballin, or Mr. Barlin, I don't know how you say his name. I flipping love listening to him. It doesn't have to be him, because he does like true crime and stuff like that. But there is definitely this energy of someone either listening to an audiobook, going to the library and picking up a physical book, going into a bookstore, some sort of information being passed down. This can also be an intuitive hit that comes straight from the Akasha, straight from the Akashic records, because she's holding open that book and having a good read of it. That could also be the Akashic records. Now with the Fae behind, this is to do with the elements or elementals, and she's in the forest. Someone here needs to go and ground. They need to ground. This is an actionable step that you're being asked. Someone here may need to, rather than try and talk again, you can, if you feel like there is an open door for you to have a conversation with the people that you feel have still not really taken responsibility for the way that they brought you up and the trauma that was done. Because the thing is as well is, our parents are our first teachers. They teach us everything from our identity, religion, you know, what our beliefs are, our core beliefs. And those core beliefs can be both really positive and wonderful and connecting to community and to, you know, into the world, or they can be really isolating, because there are certain things where you are cut out of different classes. There are things where you're cut out from certain races, and so on and so forth. There may be things that they're open to talking to you about, and there may be things that they just are not willing to take accountability for. And it's really your choice how you move forward from this. But there is an encouragement definitely coming in that the next steps for you, especially if this is resonating, is to get yourself out into nature with a book. There's something about reading out in nature where you won't be disturbed, because you're going to get messages within that book. It's almost like taking a book and asking a question, and then flipping that book, and then opening and just reading it and getting your answer. It's something similar to that, but it's going to be guided. It's not just you flipping. Now, it can be the audio that you go and listen to. It could be a physical book. It could be on Kindle. There is a message coming through from the Fae. Someone has a lot of Fae lineage, or a lot of Fae guardians. There's one specific one that I heard Joy. Why is that giving me Disney Inside Out? I think it's Inside Out. Someone may want to watch that, about this kid like learning and navigating emotions, and how in this Disney film, these emotions are actual beings. They're beings. You may want to watch that. That may give you some confirmation and clarity for your own personal journey. Now let's get one more card before I go. See, when I say I'm going to do a short reading and I'm still here 28 minutes later. Let me see. Hermit. Okay, so this is letting me know that part of you walking away was like a massive tower to this person, or if you are about to do this, they may actually climb up. Because the Hermit is to do with going within and kind of searching within yourself. But I'm getting, especially from this card is underwater. And if she's next to an anglerfish are found at the bottom of the sea, where it's so dark you can't see anything. These fish have that, you know, that hanging light that they use to pull in their prey. And the minute that these fish come towards it, they get eaten. I do feel like this person feels a bit overwhelmed by their own emotions. If you've already had a conversation with this person, if they know how you feel and you've walked away, this person is feeling very overwhelmed by the fact that they haven't got anyone to regulate their emotions for them. I have a feeling that whoever it is that has walked away from a family figure, a caregiver, a mum, a dad, a grandparent, whoever that is, they were very used to you either making excuses Because I keep getting like conversations with this person talking about the past. They were fine with doing so until they were kind of included in anything that made you feel any type of way. And it could just be that you were expressing that you felt sad when this happened, when you were with them, and they were like, nope, don't want to talk about it, but gone. And as I'm saying that, you can't see the candle here, but it keeps burning like black smoke every time I say that. And you are not, there we go, sorry, that was my incense. This person is feeling very overwhelmed. Very overwhelmed. The Hermit here for this person is like an ocean. There's an ocean that they need to navigate, and if that anglerfish is there, they are scared of their own emotions. The Tower for them is seeing you speak, more or less talk the talk and walk the walk. If you told them, right, if we can't sit down and talk, then I'm going to have to do my own thing. And you've actually done that, especially with the Knight of Swords being here in reverse. Like, this is just done. And the Queen of Spears, I'm moving forward. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to work out, or I'm going to go and do this, this and this. And actually going off and doing that. And I had spicy fire. This is a massive tower to this person, but you can't live for other people's emotional regulation. That's not your job. And someone here had to grow up very quickly. I feel like this reading has very much to do with those who were made to grow up very, very quickly, or were made to become an adult to look after younger siblings, or it could have been a sick parent. It could have been to go and work at the mum and dad's convenience store, you know, rather than going out and hanging out with friends. Whatever this may be for you, this is why you moving away, or if you are thinking about doing this, I can see why you have the trepidation, but someone here needs to start living for themselves. And if you've already started doing that, perfect, bravo. Bravo, bravo, bravo. I feel like I should stop here. Anything else? I've been told yes. What would you like me to get? This looks like it's going to be a longer reading than I thought it would be. The house. I know there are memories about the house, about being ignored, or things in the home being ignored, or I don't know if someone felt like they were being left out. I don't know if you've got middle child syndrome, and I know that this says middle child syndrome, and that's so flipping triggering for me, and I can openly say that because it's not a syndrome. Syndrome implies that they don't know why it's there. That's like, you know, saying that you have polycystic ovary syndrome. They don't know why that's there in your body. Middle child syndrome is pretty obvious if everybody who is the middle child feels like they were left out, forgotten, they weren't having, you know, affection or attention. There's a reason why you have so many people saying that, because it's true, right? Now we have the Chariot in reverse to the Star in reverse. This is something here that has not completely been healed yet. This is something that, as much at the start I was saying that you've turned a corner, and you actually have. You have. There seems to be a change in perception of either feeling like you were left out, or going, no, I actually was, and I understand now why I was. I'm not condoning it, but I understand why I was, and wow, okay, that's where that person's limit is. As it's their limit, and they can't, they're not willing to, or they would need to do a lot of hard work to go past that limit. And when I'm talking about limits, I'm talking about their emotional awareness, their ability to regulate their own emotions without trying to pull someone else in to do it for them. Things along those lines, and because part of that is emotional maturity, and with those three things comes accountability, saying yes, I was part of that. We co-create everything that we are part of. Things don't just randomly happen to us. To this person, if this person was able to be like, hey, you are right, I wish I had never done that, I didn't know what I was doing, I am so sorry, and meant that, that would be different, wouldn't it? But you have here, is I feel for someone, and I don't know who it is, that is, it's this, the lack of accountability that seems to be niggling at someone here. The Chariot to the Star in reverse. The Chariot is about movement. I don't know if someone felt suffocated. I don't know if you had helicopter parents, or if there were just really strict rules, you weren't allowed to do certain things. I'm getting someone who has very long black hair, or did when they were a kid. They were not allowed to cut it. They were not allowed to, you can't wear lipstick, you can't cut your hair, you can't do any of those things. The Chariot is also about healing. And I've just realised where I've put this card is the second row. So I read the cards across and down. I have 4 rows. Now the second row has the Queen of Cauldrons and the Queen of Cups in reverse. It has the 2 of Cups in reverse. It has the High Priestess in reverse, the King of Cauldrons, the King of Cups in reverse, and then the Chariot. I don't know if someone's parents didn't have the greatest relationship. There is something here where there's no love lost. That won't be for everyone. Something about the past, something happened in the past that made them less than cordial with each other. And I don't know if you lived in a silent house or a loud house, but I heard the silence was deafening for someone here. The difference between a loud house and a silent house is not just about you as kids running around going "Nah," or not saying anything. It's the communication style of your parents and what you experienced, because that, in my opinion, then connects to our attachment style. Whether we are avoidant, whether we are, nervous avoidant, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. So I grew up in a quiet house where there was no communication, where one person would walk in, the other person would walk out. It was ridiculous. Other people live in houses where they just argue all the flipping time. That will make a very big difference in how you express yourself, how you navigate different wounds, how you're able to connect them two together. Now this person, I feel like this person, I'm not getting a lot of shouty energy coming out. I'm not getting a lot of clashing either. So I don't know if these two didn't talk a lot, or they ignored each other, or there's something here where there's some sort of manipulation here. And look, you've got the Death card in reverse. So for some, they still do. Maybe you walking away would be seen as like the ultimate betrayal, because that's what the husband did, or that's what the wife did, or that's what so-and-so did. But I'm also getting that for this cycle to truly end, there is definitely some information that needs to come to you. But it will come to you I heard the stillness of night for some, so your dreams are very important. And for others, it will come to you, I heard, through a fairy's kiss, going out into nature. Someone here needs to take some time to go out into nature so that they actually can connect. I keep kicking it, my big foot. So they can connect with, the trees and the forests, and find somewhere that if you go there, you know that it's going to be really busy on a Saturday and loads of people go there. Make sure you're going there really early in the morning when they first open up, or when the sun is just rising, as long as it's safe to do so that you get there with peace and quiet, where you're not hearing kids screaming and parents talking and all the rest of it. I'm getting for someone, this could be a lake. It could be a lake. Temperance is coming here with the Princess of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like you're already aware, or someone here is already aware, that if you haven't already taken these steps to move away, but you've been thinking about doing so, or there's a particular person that you're thinking of while I'm doing this reading, and you know how they're going to react, and it could be dramatic, or it could be you did this, blah, 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 or it could just be that they stopped talking, but they talk to everyone else about you, and you don't want the drama. Think about your freedom. Think about your mental health. Your self-care is self-love, and that includes the people that we have around us. And I know that this is a very, it's a sensitive topic to talk about, because most people will tell you their family, blood is thicker than water, not realizing that, blood is thicker than water means, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which is the opposite. But being told their family, you have to put up with them. If that was a friendship circle, if that was a romantic partner, if that was someone at work, the advice would be given, that's toxic, get out of there. But not for your family. Why? If this resonates for you, you're being told they're not going to change. And I don't say that with malice, and you shouldn't see it with malice either. That's just where their limit is right now, and that is the relationship you will get from them. I do feel like for someone here, you may really benefit from speaking to a qualified therapist. I'm not advertising BetterHelp, but go and have a look at BetterHelp. I've used it before, and there were some really, really, really good therapists there. because someone here needs to pick apart this. There's like this entanglement of, I can't because that's my mum, even though my mum did this, this and this, and it has wounded me deeply to this day. Or I can't because it means that I'd have to start my life again, because my whole life is wrapped up in the entire family and the entire community that knows my family. But there's still the thought there, because if there wasn't the thought, you wouldn't be here watching this in the first place. For those of you who already have, it's knowing. I heard brace yourself. You've got the Princess of Pentacles. This is about a new beginning in reverse. So this is a lack of a new beginning, or a lack of a changed mindset when it comes to healing and temperance. And you've got the Queen of Cups coming out again in reverse. And that, again, this keeps going black. I don't know if you're going to see it from here. It keeps smoking black. And I've put no oils, no nothing in it. 8 of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. This is, I don't know, this is somebody who is very, very good at manipulating other people. I feel like this person's very good at lying to themselves as well, though. Whoever this Queen of Cups is. They're very, very, very good at getting people to see them in a certain light. Ten of Cups to the Fool. Ten of Cups to the Fool. So this is really for those who are kind of in between whether or not they should take the first step. Ten of Cups is a really good card. That's happily ever after. The Fool. New beginnings. And I said this before in my readings, for the things that you want, that you've been manifesting in, and it could be you've been manifesting them in since you were a kid, you could have been manifesting them in for the last 10 years, and you haven't seen them yet. You need to make space. You need to remove the things that no longer vibrate at the same level as you, that hold you down, that are dense. And I've had, people commenting saying, well, I've been waiting for the last 3 years, but that's your journey. No tarot reader is going to be able to tell you, oh, it's this, this, and this. And if you're watching a general reading that's collective, I can't give you personal information, personal advice, unless you have a personal reading with me. And I'm only doing 15-minute readings at the moment. If you feel like you've been waiting for so long for these blessings, you may have missed them. And it doesn't mean that they've gone past and you'll never see them again, but it's our outlook, because everything is a blessing. There should be gratitude for the fact that you wake up in the morning, that you are alive, that the universe, that God, that Allah went, you know what? Heartbeat still working, brain still functioning, lungs still moving. I am alive. Thank you so much for giving me another day. Because if you're not doing that and then going, well, it's been 3 days, where's my blessings? You haven't seen them. They're all around you. When you sit in gratitude, that's when you manifest them in quicker. And someone here, look, you've got the 7 of Cups in reverse. This comes with time. Someone here is being encouraged to continue their healing journey, keep going, because new things are coming in. New things are coming in, but there's a need to completely let go. And this brings me full circle. And I'm 43 minutes, and I was supposed to do like a 20 minute reading. But it comes back full circle with those who have walked away and gone, do you know what? This is my limit for how much I can entertain someone who is unhealed, that doesn't wish to move forward on this journey, this healing journey with me. No malice there, no hate, no anger, no nothing. Just growing up, you hurt me, or this happened, and my feelings are valid, and they're valued, and they're worthy, and you are dismissing them. And if you're going to continue to dismiss them, I can't be around you. If you're still paying for certain things for this person, or for that person, or blah, 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 or you're giving your time on energy in some way, you haven't truly let go, and they're still in your energy, they're still in your space. They're still in your space. 4 of Cups. Someone here doesn't want to let go completely. Look, I can't tell you to do so. It's your life, it's your journey, it's your experiences. But this has come up on your YouTube channel, or it's come up on your page, or whatever, for a reason. There's a reason why you've been attracted to this reading. And if you're watching right now and you needed confirmation, this is your confirmation. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more on when I post, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you can see more of that. Exactly. If you are a returning subscriber, Soul Family, hearts, kisses, and love you guys. I will see you later. Please know that I will never reach out to you in the comment section to ask if you want a reading, especially through WhatsApp. That's not going to happen. If you see any type of messaging just saying, oh, I love your video, and through the word of God I was able to get this job where I make 47,000 K per week, or 97 per week, and it was all, and then you see all of these messages underneath. There's like between anything from 20 to 50 or 60 messages. It's just a scammer. There's one person with loads of different accounts, profiles. They're just waiting for one person to take the bait. Okay, don't take the bait, just block and report them. Scammers are going to scam, right? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.